Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to the readings for September. Thank you so much for being here. I have very deliberately, consciously chosen 3 packs to use to help to guide you into the 3 readings, and we're using the card of the Magician. Now it really does feel like September is kind of offering us like a portal to the future where we can really lean into the energy of I'm going to say manifestation, transformation, self-empowerment through awareness. It's a pretty powerful month, September. There's a ton of stuff going on. We have a really powerful new moon. We're entering eclipse season. We have the equinox taking place. That's the autumn equinox in the northern hemisphere where I live, or the spring equinox in the southern hemisphere. These are powerful turning points. So 3 piles to choose from, 3 magician cards to choose from. And yeah, I do feel this is a very pivotal month. I'll say loads more about this when I upload. I'm in the middle of now recording your all zodiac sign readings for September. I'm also recording the new moon readings and the moon month energy update. So there's a ton of stuff coming. Watch this space. Or if you're coming to these readings in a few weeks' time in the middle of September, then do, go back to the Moon Magic homepage and check out those other readings. I'm going to draw some runes and charms for you as well. Let me show you the cards in detail, and then you can be guided into whichever reading or readings is speaking to you. Welcome back to any of you who are already a part of the Moon Magic family, and welcome to anyone new. This feels like a really pivotal month. So let's show you the first card, pile 1. We have the card of the Magician from the Quirky Tarot. Beautiful card. And let's draw you a rune and a charm. Your rune is the rune of Isa. Okay, so that is pile 1. Where should we put that? It's just here. And your charm is the charm of an anchor. Let me show these to you closely. If you're noticing, I've got a different background, a piece of wood. My camera has been having trouble focusing on the background I had before. Do you know, it has honestly been the most powerful Mercury retrograde period that I think I can ever recall in my lifetime, while I've been aware of such things with, full awareness of the impact of these things. Honestly, everything that I possess to do with technology has broken down, from microphones to cameras to computers to bits that join everything together to lights it's just been extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. Really fascinating, and as I said, even now my camera not focusing properly, I've had to bring up a different background, but hopefully this is working for you, and hopefully you can also see the charms better on this. Let's draw a rune. Let me show you this card. So we have the card of the Magician from the let me show you the book, actually. Beautiful pack of cards. This is the Medicine Woman by Carol Bridges. In fact, it's the same card. Look at that on the front. Beautiful pack of cards, beautiful pack of tarot cards, and this is known as the card of resources, but it's the card of the Magician in a traditional pack. So that's the tarot that we're using for pile 2. And your rune is the rune of Nathus, and your charm is the charm of, you've got 2, look. You have a peace symbol in a heart, and you also have an arrow. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, so we have Nathus, the peace symbol, the arrow. I'm rather intrigued. Like seriously intrigued. I feel like just your charms and your runes are almost a reading in their own right. Pile 2. So pile 3, we are using the Universal Celtic Tarot, and this is the card of the Magician from that pack. Let me show this to you. Okay. And we have the rune of Gibo, charm. You have 2 as well. Look at that. They've literally are sort of intertwined. You have a cat. Well, would you believe it? You have a cat and what I think looks like a little fox, actually, but you could define it, I suppose, as a second cat. But I would say you have a cat and a fox. That's what that looks like to me. Beautiful. So, the rune of Gibo, the charm of the cat and the charm of the fox. How very, very interesting. Gosh, the runes and the charms are seriously singing today. How very, very fascinating. Just going to put that anchor there. That looks better to me. Okay, I'm going to leave the video running for a few moments longer for you. Take as long as you need. If you need to press the pause button, you can do so. You might find that more than one reading is speaking to you, beautiful souls, in which case it may be that there is more than one message coming through for you during what looks to be an incredibly powerful month, September. So, beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Take your time. Tons of love. Thank you for being here. It's an absolute joy to read for you. I'll see you in a moment. Hey, Pile 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here, beautiful souls. Now, what is happening for you in September? Isa is such an interesting energy. This is suggesting that there's something going on around you. Well, certainly at the beginning of September, when I think the energy is potentially going to be a little bit push-pull, a little bit topsy-turvy, like maybe you don't know whether you're coming or you're going. I sort of feel like there may be external events going on around you that prevent you from being able to move forwards in the direction that you thought you were going to. Now, I just want to say, put down your anchor and ride out the storm that's coming through really clearly. This is not a time when you can almost like exert control over the outcome here. I think it's down to other events. It's like the universe is going to have the upper hand. Let's draw some tarot cards. They're flying out for you. Draw your tarot cards, or draw some tarot cards, and we'll then get some oracle cards as well for you. So we have, yeah, look at this, 2 of Swords. This is not a time when you are going to be able to immediately progress. There's something around you, in the energy around you, right at the beginning of the month. Page of Wands. Let's just run through all of your cards. Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful 3 of Swords. Okay, King of Swords. Okay. Everything that's actually happening, my beautiful souls, in September is to assist you in moving on from something. It's almost as though something you have had quite a strong attachment to, you're needing to move on from it, or almost to recover, to replenish, to pick up, to recover is a word that's coming through here with the 3 of Swords. I think there's like a silver lining, or a golden lining almost, with the Ace of Pentacles here. In your current situation, what is actually taking place that might be feeling like it's blocking you or it's stopping you from proceeding, there is a higher purpose to it. It's actually taking you in a direction where you will have much greater, far more choices. I was going to say greater agency, but I think you're going to have greater choice. It's kind of like following a particular pathway that actually, quite frankly, is not right for you. Put down your anchor, beautiful souls, and be an observer of what is going on around you. I think you're going to be itching to move forwards with something. And yet, the something is going to be a silver lining rather than... It's not going to be what you thought it was. It's not the direction or the something that you thought it was. Let's draw more cards for you. Let's draw oracle cards and see what we are showing for September for pile 1. Medicine Mask, authenticity. I'm seeing that one actually. Definitely that one coming through for you. And also this card as well. Actually, no, it's that one. Ooh, maybe we can do both. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We have Medicine Mask. We have Upper World, Future. Ah, yes. We have Prayer, Hope. Wonderful. And we have Tree of Life, Conception. Yeah. What is happening for you in September is initially, I feel, going to feel possibly really frustrating. You know, when you just want to do something, or you thought you were doing something and it all goes kind of pear-shaped and you think, well, what was all that about? Where did that come from? Or how did that kind of happen? Okay, there's purpose to it. You're being taken to a space of conception of something different, something new, something that is more purposeful, something that is right for you in September. I shall draw more clarifying cards for you in a moment. It's almost something that, ironically enough, I don't think you would ever have seen it if you'd stayed as you were. Now, I feel everything is going to be a bit higgledy-piggledy for you at the beginning of the month, a little bit, really, if I'm honest. Let's draw some more cards. Let's get an Archangel Michael card. We have an Archangel Power Tarot. Yeah, here's your card. You have all is in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. Perfect. See, this is about divine timing. Everything that happens is happening with absolute purpose this month, and I can't help feeling that it's not going to be what you thought it was going to be. Try not to really feel what I want. I almost want to say, try not to be broken-hearted by the fact that something that you thought you wanted turns out not to be what you wanted, or you can't have it. I almost feel like it's with the Rune of Isa. It's like something feels as if it's denied to you. And there you are sitting there thinking, well, where did that come from? I thought I knew where I was going. I believed I knew where I was heading. It could be someone. I've been really leaning into the energy of September a lot, really meditating into it. I'm doing the moon month energy update, and it does feel like authenticity, integrity, this is the name of the game. If anyone has been pulling the wool over your eyes, or indeed if you haven't been being honest with yourself, this is quite likely to come to the surface. Now, this is coming to the surface because the future that you are creating, it's this kind of portal to the future. The future that you're creating is not exactly as you thought it was going to be. There's a different pathway for you, and it's really, really, really right. There is something that is so more appropriate for you than the pathway that you thought you were on. Now, this could be connected to a person or a situation. It's a gift. It's a blessing in disguise. Your future is being orientated or orchestrated actually by the universe, by circumstances. The challenge really, it's really interesting. I'm seeing the 2 in the 2 of Swords here as the symbol of Gemini, really. I think being seen both, you're being shown more than one side of things. It may be that somebody shows up in your world and they weren't who you really thought they were going to be, or you're being shown another side of your own character in order to help you to step up and be the biggest, best version of you. Something is being brought to light. Let's get additional cards for you. May we please ask for additional details, further information about what is going on around pile 1. Oh, wow, you've got the Tower card. Oh, wowza wow. Okay. You have these, and I'm seeing these 2. I'm seeing these and this one. Okay. You have the Tower card. you have strength, and you have science. Actually, let's put these at the top. These are coming through first for you. And the science card, how interesting. I kind of want to say what goes around comes around with the Six of Swords. We're seeing this spiral, Nine of Wands. Honestly, that the change that is taking place, I do actually think, and I'm really sorry, I sound sorry to say it, I think it's really right for you. Something's arriving and it feels like it's a challenge, or it's something that came like a bolt out of the blue. You didn't see this coming, but the purpose of it is to reset you, to reset your energy, to reset your future, to reset your vision of the future, to reorientate you in a direction that's right for you, to put you in a place where you're on a new pathway, a new foundation that can bring you longevity. This is a point of conception of something new. Now this is coming through a layer of awareness that comes through a circumstance that you did not see coming. But it's opening a doorway for you. Yeah, we have Ten of Wands, oppression. And we have Ace of Swords showing up as well. How interesting. Initially, I think this is going to feel like it's a burden. Like it's... and I think you're being given the strength here. The universe is really saying to you, look, this is completely right. This is what's meant to happen. Whatever comes, it's a bolt out of the blue. You didn't see it coming. Truly you didn't. But look at the Page of Wands following the Two of Swords. I mean, the page is a youthful energy. What is taking place is actually going to liberate you. Ten of Wands, oppression. It's liberating you from something and giving you a new beginning. Conception. We've got King of Swords, new agency, new empowerment in your own direction, to take a different direction. What goes around comes around. Something is coming a full circle. You may even find that you'd started something, you've navigated it, it's come to an end, almost like perhaps a premature end, and you thought, well, here I am back at the start again. I thought I'd started something, I thought this was my pathway, I thought this was where I'm going, and now I'm starting all over again, a new pathway, a new direction. But this is purposeful for you. This is about bringing you guidance, bringing you hope. What else do we have? Nine of Cups. I mean, look at this, happiness. Oh my goodness me. We have happiness, we have the Empress. Three of Swords showing up again. There's a grieving process to go through here as well. I feel like for some of you, what goes around comes around. Something comes a full circle. You may have been grieving, and this will be a message for some but not all. I think for some of you, you may be in a process of grieving for something, and you've maybe tried to follow a particular direction, almost because it would divert you from grieving. You know, like, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes when we are processing something, it's almost a bit like if you were having like what I would call a recovery relationship, where you came out of a relationship and it was a really difficult ending. It was a person that you really, or a relationship you thought would really work out. And then it didn't, and you found something that you could sort of embrace and really immerse yourself in, and it helped you to navigate the loss. But it wasn't the end goal. It was like a transitionary relationship rather than the real deal for you. The real deal is coming. And it could be the same with a job or something else, or even a hobby, or something that you embodied, or something that you thought was a calling and a purpose. And in a way, it wasn't. It was a transitionary object, or a transitionary someone, or a transitionary, a transitionary job, or there was something transitionary that you thought would be permanent, and it wasn't. And it came on top of something that had already not worked out. So one thing had not kind of quite panned out as you thought it would, or it had ended, for some of you abruptly. But actually this is almost like a second abrupt ending, and I think honestly some of you will be thinking, whoa, you know, how do I do this again? How do I stand firm when this is almost like a second ending? And some of you may even think, wow, two things that didn't work out in a row, two things that felt stuck. Well, actually the purpose here is to bring you something that genuinely will have longevity. You've literally had I feel some kind of a loss of some sort. It will be, or an ending of a chapter of your world in some way, shape or form. Could have been ending of a community of people, connections with people coming through for some of you. Either way, I think you had to sort of leave something because it didn't resonate with you. You thought you'd found something that was the right resonance, or a person or something, whatever that may be. And now it's turned out quite abruptly that it's not right for you. If this isn't resonating with you, that this may not be the right reading for you, my beautiful pile one, you may need to check in on another reading because the message is very strong. What's happening in September is that this is why it feels like you've come a full circle, and you might be sitting there thinking, whoa, where did this come from? I'm back here again. But there is purpose to the energy, there really is. And try not to spend too long kind of almost like crying over spilt milk. The purpose of this is actually to free you. It may even be that you tried to replicate one thing that ended, and you tried to replicate it by finding something similar. And actually, I think you're meant to be doing something completely different, or with someone who's completely different. So whatever it is, there's real purpose to this. It's really sort of bringing to your awareness that what you thought you were going to create, what you thought would make you happy, in fact is going to be something completely different. And this is sowing the seeds of conception for the longevity to step you into a place where you do move in a different direction. Now I'm going to draw some more cards for you. Let's see what house this is affecting you in. I'm seeing this house here. So freedom, look at this 11th house. That's all we need to know, really. This is about freeing you from something that really would have tied you down or held you back or put you in a career pathway or a relationship that was not right for you. Everything is about liberation here. Couldn't be clearer. I was wondering if we'd be shown a specific area of your world, but it is all about freedom. 11th house, freedom. I'm going to draw just a few more cards to see whether we can find out any further information for you about what might emerge from this. Although I guess that will be another month. You have the card of strength showing up here. You have the 5 of wands, and you have the Ace of Swords again. Some of you may really be feeling like almost like, do I have the strength to continue? And I'm really sorry if you're feeling this way, okay? But it's really, the purpose of this reading showing through to you is really, really showing you this genuinely is that portal to the future. It's really stopping you from trying to manifest or stay with something that you were trying to manifest that was totally not right for you. It would have caused you no end of conflict in the future if this direction hadn't changed. So there's real higher purpose for this. You're going to come through this, and I do think you will come through with a sort of a clarity of knowing what is not right for you, and because of that you can then begin to formulate what is right for you. I feel it's something completely different, or someone completely different, and I think this is what's going to be shown to you in the circumstances of September. And all is in perfect timing. And what an affirmation from Archangel Michael. I mean, wow, these are very, very powerful readings. I knew they would be, because September is such a powerful month. Pile 1, this is your reading. Do check in on the moon month energy update. I'm doing these readings. Once I finish these readings, I'm moving on to the all zodiac sign readings for the moon month, the moon month energy update. There'll be lots more information in there as well for you, and the new moon readings as well, when we can really get focused on how we're going to use this sort of portal of energy to manifest what could be, I think, for you, a potentially very new and very different future. So beautiful souls, I am sending you the biggest hug, all the love that I can muster for you, which is a ton, I can tell you. And I look forward to seeing you for some of those other videos. If you want to make sure you don't miss them, subscribe and press the little bell icon. Hopefully they'll come into your stream. And in the meantime, just thank you so, so much for being here, just watching the readings, liking, sharing, subscribing. All of these things help the channel. I'm overwhelmed by your love and your support of me, and your love and support of one another. So thank you, all of you, from the bottom of my heart, for being here. And this looks to be a pivotal month for you, so do check in on those additional readings as soon as I post them. Tons of love, beautiful souls. See you really soon. Hey Pile 2, welcome to your readings. Now, I really truly feel that your rune, your charms are almost like a reading in themselves. This is just sort of mind-blowing for me, the energy. You've chosen the Medicine Woman cards. The Magician is known as the card of resources. You have Nathus and this arrow and the peace symbol in a heart. I am really reminded of the way that native peoples hunt. You know, they bless their arrows before they hunt. A warrior would not hunt for the sake of greed. They hunt because they need to eat. And every part of an animal, if they're hunting, was used with reverence, with respect, with appreciation. Before setting forth to hunt, they would pray and bless their arrows and ask that every arrow sort of find the prey, if you like, but with honor, with reverence, with respect. With Nathus speaks of a constraint, or of you needing patience with something. I want to say, fire your arrow straight and true, with honor, with respect. Speak from the heart. There is sort of something around you where heart-centered energy of truth, of directness, of honesty will enable something to move forwards. At the moment, there is something around you. You know, Nathus also speaks of an energy of kind of like using your time well, or responding to a situation well. Crossing the T's, dotting the I's. And we start with a new moon in Virgo right at the start of September. Virgos are very good at crossing the T's, dotting the I's, paying attention to the details. You need to pay attention to the details here. Walk in integrity, walk that good red road. Let's see what your tarot cards show us first, and then we'll draw lots of oracle cards for you as well. I'm seeing these cards, these, this, these as well. Wow, tons of cards coming through for you. Loads of cards. I'm just going to go with it, pal 2. I'm just going with it. A ton of cards showing up for you. What do we have here? Look at that. Can you believe that your very first card is the card of the Magician, resources? You then have Bounty. Okay. And this is the Empress in a traditional pack. You then have the Two of Pipes. Look at this with the Dove of Peace. You have the Seven of Stones. Now you then have a prayer. Oh, I love this. Great Spirit, Mother Creator, bless the earth through my life. Source of all nourishment. Source of all nourishment, we seek to replenish. Yes, of course, we seek to replenish your sacred world. Guide us now through these images, words, and feelings within us as we reach into the wholeness. Let all that is needed be shown, be known, be shown. Well, now this is a prayer to use. How interesting. This is a prayer to use for these cards, but you've got the prayer, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Praying that you walk the good red road, praying that you fire your arrows straight and true, praying that you walk an honourable pathway. I think the bounty of your situation, the result, the end result, is coming to you, my beautiful souls. Something coming to you with the Empress. And it's coming to you through your integrity, through your peacefulness, through your words of strength, your words of prayer. We have Four of Stones. So Ace of Stones, Four of Stones, Apprentice of Bowls, Ace of Pipes. Gosh, loads of aces. Wow. We have the High Priestess, Seeker. We have the Seven of Pipes. Look at this mask here. And then we have the Apprentice of Stones. Let's really just sit with your cards. What do we see here? Wow, wow, and more wow is what I want to say. Right. Okay. I feel that you feel hemmed in by something, constrained by something. I'm going to be doing the moon month energy update very soon, and your all zodiac sign readings. In fact, following this reading, those are the next readings I'm going to be doing. I've really been absorbing myself in the energy and the information coming through for September. I actually do feel that you may be feeling constrained or restricted by something. However, I think you are going to climb out of what feels like a hole, and I think you're actually going to flourish, okay? I really think you are going to flourish. I think you are having to deal with a situation that maybe has felt as though someone has behaved either unethically or they've pulled the wool over your eyes. I'll draw a lot more cards to find out more about this, pile 2. But this is the kind of energy that's around. As I said, really sitting in the energy of September. There's an element of quite a lot of potential upheaval, being shown things brought to the surface. But part of the things being brought to the surface are so that you can see what you can do in order to have agency to act. I do feel that you have felt pretty hemmed in by a circumstance or a situation where people have been wearing masks, you haven't really known who you could trust, or you've known that somebody hasn't been showing you the whole truth, I think is the situation. And I think you have done amazingly. I think you've stood true to your pathway as a spiritual warrior. I think you've called upon every resource you have within you actually to sustain a circumstance where you know that certain people are behaving badly, potentially behind your back, or just stuff going on behind the scenes. And this is really interesting, because I think September is a month when it's kind of, it pays off for you. I think the attitude you've taken of walking that pathway, you've walked true, you've walked strong, you have, I think, paid attention to the detail. I think you have acted and stood on the grounds of integrity. It's taken every ounce of strength you've had on occasion for some of you. For some of you, this is a recent happening. And for others, this is a situation, I think, that has gone on for quite a while. Just something that's been simmering. It could not, for some of you, it's been something on the periphery of your world, and for some of you it's sort of in your inner circle. But you know what, you have really been learning from this with the Apprentice of Bowls, and I'm really seeing you being honoured, actually, like the harvest coming in, the bounty coming in with the Empress here. Look at the Apprentice of Stones. It's almost like everything that you have been working for, I think you've had to give a lot as well to certain situations, certain people. And this is, I think September is a month when it comes back to you. It's like the reward is, something is mirrored to you, a circumstance is mirrored to you. So even when you've had to really find every ounce of anything from within you to be able to actually sort of navigate the challenges, the constraints that have been placed around you by the actions of other people who've acted without integrity. I just feel you're coming into your own. this is almost, I feel this is a month of reward for you, if I'm truly honest. I really, really do. Four of Stones. I think you start to see the rewards of your actions, the rewards of your integrity, the rewards of your paying attention to the detail. If you've had to work at something as well, and honestly, you've had to really persevere, you've had to keep going, it's been, and every time you thought you were on top of it, something else rocked up and showed itself, and you thought, oh, now I've got to deal with that. But you know what? Every time, diligence, you've handled it with diligence, with integrity. You literally did fire your arrow straight and true, and I think you've really had to walk that good red road for a bit of time now. For some of you, for a long time, it's a circumstance that's about to pay off, and for others, it's something relatively recent. For others, it's a bit of both. But you're going to climb out of that space where you feel trapped or constricted. And your integrity is really, really going to be paying off big time. You've got new beginnings around you. You've got rewards coming into you. It's like you literally have been, over time, generating through manifestation a harvest, actually. Stuff that you want, stuff you desire. And I think you are now being guided to receive that. I want to say open yourself to receive. Now, the constraint may still be around you at the point of connecting in with this reading, but I think it will very, very, very soon be lifted. Very soon. It's like your prayers will be answered. Let's draw more cards. I think September for you is a really, really good month. Vision quest. Oh, look at this. Seek. Wonderful. Tree of life. Conception. Wow. Okay, absolutely wow. I'm seeing as well this card here showing itself for you. And buried in earth, transference. Wow. Talk about transformation. Talk about massive transformation. Okay. I think that all you are needing to do in terms of manifesting this kind of portal of energy that's around you is just hold fire, hold fast on your pathway, pile 2. Keep walking that pathway of peace, of integrity, holding the vision of what you desire in mind. I think you've really had to muster some resources, but this is a month that turns things around. The seeds that you have been sowing are about to emerge. I think you've done some pretty deep work around yourself in order to hold this pathway that you've been walking. And I think this is the point of, it's almost like the point where the seed sprouts. Whatever seeds you've been sowing through the very nature and the very essence of you being you, you are emerging, and it's beautiful. It really is. This is a rebirth for you. But what's really interesting, I try and get my wording quite right about this actually, but it's a rebirth that is, it's a rebirth where your circumstances respond to the inner work that you have already done. You've been walking that path of rebirth for quite some time. This is the culmination of the work you've been doing, the inner work. This is the outer circumstances of your world responding to that, and the restrictions and the constraints that you have attended to day by day in the most amazing way. This is the point where what you wanted comes to you. I think you can let go of the past here. To have vision quest and buried in earth is profound. Because I'm seeing that now what you are desiring, what you are manifesting, like your North Star, your desires, can come to you because of the work you've been doing. A burial normally would come before a quest, because a burial is about going to earth, giving back, giving anything to the earth, asking the earth to receive you, asking the earth to take the things that are no longer appropriate for you to carry. It's the ultimate form of cleansing. And then you are free to quest into the future. Wow. I think this is the culmination of work you've done coming true. Your prayers are answered because you have walked the good red road. This is such a validation and an acknowledgement of who you are, what you're doing, and everything that is right for you. I'm really, really blown away by this, my beautiful pile too. Let's draw a card from Archangel Michael. Look at this. You're ready for more. Look at this. Yes. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you've been contemplating. I think there will be opportunities for you to actually take action. You know, there have been some delays, there's been some constraints, but I think there will be opportunities for you to take action in some area of your life that you have been working on. You have here relationships, get a fair deal diplomatically. This is your 7th house. Balance, cooperation, your partners. I'm seeing partnership, I'm seeing connection for you here. Now, whatever partnership would mean for you, beautiful souls, whatever you're manifesting, this speaks of career opportunities. This for me is just telling me that you're going to find the right people at the right time. The right people at the right time are going to show up. Truly, this is really an opening for you. Seeds you've sown coming to light, happening. Let's draw more cards to see if we can get more information, a sneaky peek into maybe where this is going, how it's emerging. 8 of Cups. We have the Hermit. We have 4 of Swords, Truce. We have Princess of Swords. Okay. We have Swiftness, 8 of Wands, and the Emperor. Wow. Goodness me. Let me move these cards along so that we have room for them all. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So the constraint, I suspect the constraint is still around you, and I think what we're seeing for this month of September is that initially you may feel a little bit constrained still, or you may still feel that you're having to attend to details when you're raring to go and wanting to move forwards. But I think what you're going to see in this month of September is that point of conception, of emergence, of something starting to fall into place, of something blossoming, the harvest coming to you, the result you desire coming to you. But it connects to something that has been holding you back or constraining you or restricting you or making you feel like, do I have to deal with another something? Or it's got that kind of energy around it. Now, I do think for some of you, you will literally, I kind of want to say walk away. I think you'll feel like walking away with the 8 of Cups. And some of you may actually make a choice or a decision to kind of almost like to let something go. In fact, that's also something I think that's happening here. I think part of your internal changes are that you do reach a point where you let something go. Diplomatically, you choose to take the higher ground and just walk away. It's like, I don't have to pursue this. If any of you have really been affected by something that, where people have behaved badly towards you or circumstances treated you very unfairly and it kind of has been eating away at you, it's kind of like you've done that inner work. You're able to let it go. You're able to say, do you know what? I just don't want to sit in this anymore. I don't want to dwell in it anymore. This doesn't resonate with me. And I think you can come to terms with something, actually. And because you come to terms with it, it doesn't, you don't dwell on it. It's not in your head anymore. It's not, your buttons aren't pressed anymore. And it's almost as if it's that shift in the energy. Again, it's all that inner work that you've done that shifts forwards, moves forwards. I think there is a point in September when you suddenly see something emerge, and it emerges quickly. You see the results, you see the harvest, you see something coming into you, you see bounty, you see acknowledgement, validation, you see you kind of on the top of your game. I think there's a very radical shift, actually, where you literally feel like you're wading through treacle, just keeping on going, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, and suddenly it all falls into place, and it's like, wow, bingo, here we are. Wow. And fast, it's happened fast. You're way further ahead than you realised you'd be. something happens, you get the results. Very, very interesting. Wow. I'm really saying persevere, keep going, and don't stop. Whatever you are doing, pile 2, this is a validation to keep going. And we are seeing a huge amount of reward and bounty come to you in such an amazing way. Okay, so you're ready for something. Look at this. What a validation. We have the card of the Sun. I think something is seriously opening up for you, but it's opening up because you've worked at it. How interesting that we have the 6 of Swords here. Here I am reading my numerals wrongly, my Roman numerals. And then we have the 9 of Cups. You're going to be sitting pretty by the end of this month. You might not be feeling it right now, but you are going to be sitting pretty. You are seriously going to reap in the rewards of your efforts. So I want to say keep going. I think it will be quite what's the word I'm looking at? Busy's the wrong word. It's more got that flavour of just knuckling down and keeping going, but navigating something, navigating your way out of something. I honestly think so much of what you're doing right now is leading to an incredibly fruitful outcome, an incredibly brilliant future where you feel at the top of your game and seriously pleased with yourself for the work you've done. And you know, you could be negotiating contracts or just negotiating relationships, and whatever you are doing, cross the T's, dot the I's. Sometimes this rune does speak of contracts, so just really pay attention to the details. I feel like I don't actually have to tell that to you. I just think if you aim your arrow straight and true with peace and goodness and integrity in your heart, and everything is going to emerge. There will be stuff to negotiate along the way, but wow, I honestly see at every stage, I think you'll see the results of the hard work that you are putting in. I do think there will be diligent, conscientious work to be done, but I think you'll get to that sort of real point of emergence, and it'll be like, wow, I never thought I'd get to this point, and here I am. So pretty powerful time. And I do think for some of you, we are connecting into a longer term situation where something has weighed you down. And again, because of the way you've handled it, this is the month when the universe rewards you. This is a beautiful energy. Pile 2, this is your reading, and I'm just want to say way to go. I'm really kind of blown away, seriously impressed. I mean, this is exactly the level of soul work that is helping humanity to rise to places of higher consciousness. I mean, this is amazing. So thank you so much for being you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for blessing the Moon Magic Tarot community with yourselves. It's amazing to be connected with you. Don't forget, I will be posting as soon as I have completed them, the Moon Month Energy Update, the All Zodiac Sign readings, depending on when you watch this, if you watch it as I upload it, or you're watching it later on in the month. Those readings will either be coming soon, and the new moon readings as well, they'll either be coming soon or they will be already posted, in which case do check them out, because there'll be a lot of information in those videos for you as well in terms of navigating the flow of energy this month. I think this is pretty amazing, particularly given that the dynamics this moon month astrologically are really strong. The dynamics through September are really strong, and I sort of feel that this is where stuff comes to you because you basically you deserve it. You know, you really do. So wow, seriously wow, tons of love, and I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really soon. Thank you for being here. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have Gibo. This is the rune of partnership or a gift. You have the fox and you have a cat, and you've chosen the Universal Celtic Tarot. Let's just look for a moment at Gibo, the gift. I think you're having to be quite savvy, quite independent about something here. Let's get tarot cards straight away for you. seeing loads of cards show up for you. Wow. Seeing this and that one. Okay. What do we have here? Look at that. Ace of Wands. Wow. There is something about your independence here with the cat and the fox. Foxes are very savvy. They are very wise. There's quite a creative energy around you. Four of Wands. So we have Ace of Wands, Four of Wands. We have the High Priestess. Oh my goodness me. We have the Lovers. We have the Star. Ooh, this is really, really exciting. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Five of Swords. Wow. Okay. Let's just sit with your energy for a moment. Goodness me, pile 3. Okay. What is happening for you? I think this has an emphasis of relationship about it. Now, the card of the Lovers is principally a card of choice. However, you've got partnership. Now, whether this is business partnership or it's intimate partnership, I think there's some new beginning coming into your world. There's an opportunity for you that arrives, and it's loaded with potential with the Four of Wands. Absolutely loaded with potential. Feels very, very guided. Very, very guided. It feels like it's right for you. On the one hand, it feels like it's right for you. On the other hand, I think for some reason, with the Seven of Wands here, it also causes you a dilemma. Now, it could just be your insecurities. You could be anxious about whether you're making the right choice or not. And for some of you, there could literally be a choice between more than one person. Let's say you were, so if we think of relationship, a gift, partnership, we could use the example of an intimate relationship where you meet someone, you think they're amazing, and then somebody else pops up and says, oh, I think you're incredible, and you're like, well, who do I choose? I've got two people here, both of them could be absolutely amazing, both of them are suggesting that they would like a commitment with me. You know, both of these people are fantastic. Who do I choose? You know, likewise, it could be a business partnership or two different jobs, or it does seem to connect two people, and the people are interesting because I think it's the people element that are guiding your choice. I'm not seeing tons of stuff that says it's all to do with money. We have the Page of Pentacles here, so it could be a business opportunity. What you're being shown here is that it is all about being with the right people or the right person. And I think you will actually make a choice with a reference point to some kind of a connection, some kind of a relationship. And you do have a choice. I think it's between one or another. I don't think it's as straightforward as you meet someone, do you, don't you, it presses your insecurities. I think the dilemma is that there is a choice between two options. It would be like having two people come forward and offer you a job, and you think, well, which one do I take? They both look really, really good. I think there's a choice. I think you'll make it based on, actually, probably based on passion. That's what I suspect. I think it's kind of I think if you really sink into your own heart energy, you will know. If you, with the Queen of Cups, this is about sinking into your heart center, letting your heart guide you rather than your head, feeling what this feels like in your heart rather than your head. And I think this is really gonna pay off for you, to be quite honest. Let's check in on additional cards for you. I'm gonna ask Archangel Michael, an Archangel Michael card for you first. Seeing two cards for you. You're the only pile that's had two Archangel Michael cards. Look at this. Yes, you are correct. Get back your power. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power. Yes, you are correct. You've listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep going forwards. I think you're going to be making a wise choice. Let me move these along. I think we can get these in. Yeah, I think you're going to be making a choice, and this is the passion, the empowerment. This is listening to your heart, following through with what really, really, really feels right, as opposed to the logic in it. It's also your choice. I mean, this is what I mean by being savvy. Foxes, cats, they are remarkably intuitive. They're wise, and they also make choices that are right for them. They have enough autonomy, enough sovereignty of their own, enough independence. They pick up on the clues. You know, if a cat walks into a room, I mean, it's like they say cats have 9 lives. They're very savvy, they're very intuitive, they're very independent. They don't rely on the opinions of others to make their choices. They rely on themselves. Foxes are very wise. They'll pick up on the scent of something. If you have ever come across a fox out in the wilds, you know, they can smell you on the wind. It's why when people are, you know, out in nature, they try and be downwind of the animals they want to see, because they don't want to alert them. Animals have that 6th sense. Cats have a 6th sense. So there is something that I think you can trust in the decision you need to make based on your heart-centered energy. And I do think you will need to make a choice about something. Let's get more information and guidance. Could we know more about this? What is this about? But actually, before I draw these cards, let's just draw one of these cards and see what house shows up for you. We have here 4th house. Okay. What makes you feel secure? Support, your home base or family? What makes you feel secure? Support. Everything here is about security. I also see the shape of a medicine wheel. I think all information is available to you that you need to know about this choice. Curiously enough, follow your heart center. Your heart will never lie to you, beautiful souls. Your heart will never lie to you. So whatever choice is in front of you, really get still and meditate. Listen to literally how it feels. Not the logic, because I don't know that the right choice is necessarily the most logical one. The right choice is one that's going to feel right for you. It's almost like guided by your intuition, especially with the High Priestess showing up here. These are your 3 cards from this pack. We have Medicine Mask, Authenticity. We have Feathers, Restoration. Oh, this is so interesting. 4-legged, Endurance. Wow. Wow, this is phenomenal. Okay, so feathers. Feathers have an intuition, an intuitive quality to them. I was reading about this. I wish I could remember where I'd read it. I was reading something and it was saying about how feathers, there's something in the sensory, you know, we look at a feather and we just see a feather, but there is something within a feather that sends sensory information and guidance to the birds to assist them in navigating something. I want to say balance will be restored. I think this is quite a big decision. And so actually you've kind of got to, and it's really important with the 4-legged friends here showing up, Endurance. I think this is important to look at the longevity of its potential, because it's about long-term security as well. The decision that you make has an impact in your long-term future. And so this is about making a wise choice, and it's not about immediate gratification. It's about the longer term future, the longer term potential, whatever is being offered to you here. It's about what's going to make you happy, what's going to bring long term security, even though both choices might look quite good. One is actually going to feel right. You'll just know it. You'll feel it in your heart, even though one might look logically quite good. but it's not necessarily going to feel good, and it's the one that feels good that's right for you. It really, really is. Okay, let's draw more cards. What else have we shown? Could we get more information about this choice? Could we receive more information? Maybe when in the month does this come? Maybe get any additional guidance here really for you. Lots of cards coming through. The one card that showed up is Gain, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, that's the card that showed itself to us first. Let's pick these up for you. Okay, lovely. So 9 of Pentacles, how interesting. Yeah. And I'm seeing somebody holding a bunch of flowers, offering you something. We have the High Priestess again. Okay. Princess of Cups. And you already have the Queen of Cups. We've got the Three of Cups, celebration, abundance. We have the Prince of Pentacles. Princess of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. This is lovely. We've got the Prince of Wands. Wow. And the Hierophant. Oh, goodness me. I think this is genuinely a relationship or a connection of commitment that is being offered to you. And it's a commitment to your longer term future. So it could be work, it could be personal. Whatever it is, it could even be a commitment to yourself, to really make a commitment to a project or something you want to work on, and maybe you have a choice of more than one idea. For most of you, I think it does involve someone else, another person or group of people. I think you have more than one offer on the table, which is really, really interesting, of some sort during September. In a way, in one way, I think the decision is quite black and white. If you remove the logic and listen to your heart, it's quite clear cut, but it may not appear clear cut on the surface. I'm seeing so much being offered to you here, handed to you. Both look really promising. Both of these options look really, really promising. But it requires a commitment on your part. You do need to make a decision and commit to something. You're going to be celebrating. Again, Princess of Cups, again, this is all about listening to your heart. Listen to your heart, listen to your body. Prince of Pentacles as well. This is going to progress. It's going to move forwards. It's going to bring you a very, very significant, it's back to just the energy of September. It really is creating a portal to your future. I just feel that's the energy. And beautiful souls, I will be following these readings. I'll be moving on and working on the moon month energy update and your all zodiac sign readings for the month. So, do watch out for those if you want to make sure you don't miss them. Subscribe, press the little bell icon. I will be doing new moon readings on the day of the new moon. I've actually decided to do them as well because it's such a powerful new moon. I mean, if you're watching this in the middle of September, all of those videos will be up and running already. So do find them because they'll bring you a ton of extra information to navigate what looks to be a really powerful month. But for you guys, pile 3, a choice needs to be made. You'll make the right one, I believe, and it's about listening to that heart-centered choice. It really, really is. And I do think there's a firm commitment arriving here for your future, and you're going to feel so good about it. It really, really is. It's going to support you. It's going to support the longevity of almost like the shape of your personal world. I mean, ultimately, your home world is supported by the people around you. It's also supported by the money that you earn, the kind of environment that you are in when you're working. If you're working in a great team or a great partnership of people, you're going to come home feeling really happy, secure, healthy, good. If you're working in a team that are not orientating with your energy, you're not going to feel so good. So this is really clear. And definitely, you will be saying goodbye to one option, but embracing and making a full commitment to another. Let's just see if we can get any further guidance. But the whole emphasis of your reading is about making some form of choice in relationship. Look at that. You have the 5 of Swords showing up again. So you will make a clear-cut choice actually over something or someone. King of Wands, how beautiful. You're going to feel really good about this. I'm just bringing this back out so that we can see it, the star energy. You are so going to feel good about this. I love that this Princess of Wands here, can you see that she's, you know, rising up through the flames, and she's holding a flower that is in the shape of a star, and it's a Venus star actually. Really beautiful. Okay, so you've got the Five of Swords. You will definitely make a choice. I think the choice will surface quite early on, and you know, and you'll know that it's yours and yours alone to make, hence the cat, the independence. I think it'll come up sooner in September rather than later. How do you navigate this? How does this pan out? We have the Death card, transformation. We have the Hanged Man, big cards. Okay, so I think you're going to contemplate this, and then we've got Queen of Cups again. I think the way this is going to pan out in your month, and you may have been drawn to more than one reading, beautiful souls. I'm mindful that we're covering quite a specific topic here. I think you'll be called to make a choice relatively early in the month, and you'll know it's yours and yours alone to make. And I think you'll do a little bit of soul searching here, because you know it's very, very life-changing. It's really significant. This is a significant choice that lays out the pathway of the future for you. So take your time is the advice and guidance here with the Hanged Man. Take your time and follow your heart rather than the logic. And I kind of feel like you can't go wrong. The choice you make is really, really going to be right for you. And I think it's one of those times, you know, when you make a decision, and the moment you make that decision, you just know through and through and through with every ounce in your body that you made the right choice. That's what this feels like. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. It feels like a really life-changing decision in connection to, for most of you, in connection to a person, and that you do make a commitment, and it's going to shape your world as you proceed. So pile 3, I want to say, just if you feel able, keep us posted in the comments. It's wonderful to hear how you're doing. Tuning in with the readings on Sundays is a really good way of keeping us updated. Thank you so much for being here. It's an absolute privilege to read for you. I am sending you so much love. Beautiful souls, thank you in every possible way. And wow, I mean, this feels really, really, really exciting. Don't forget to check in on those all zodiac sign readings that are coming up. I put them in with the moon month energy update, so watch out. They're all in one massive video, and the timestamps are there, and you can just tune into the reading for your sign, your moon sign, your sun sign, your rising sign, and cross watch, of course, for friends, family, partners, potential partners, however this is working out. Yeah, this is very, very interesting. And yeah, this is about your own personal power of choice and doing what's right for you. And I think it's a really, really exciting decision that you're making, and an exciting commitment, a decision. How did I manage to combine exciting and decision together? It's an exciting decision that actually creates a commitment to your future in some way, shape or form. So wow, tons of love, pile 3, and I look forward to seeing you really soon.